Okay, good morning, class 12. So, today we are going to discuss about movement and shift along the demand curve. Okay, so today we are going to talk about movement and shift along the demand curve. This is the last topic of this chapter. Now, in the last topics we have done individual demand schedule and individual demand curve and market demand schedule and market demand curve. Okay, so today we are going to do two topics, that is it is going to end your chapter, that is your movement along the demand curve and shift along the demand curve. Okay, this is also very easy. So let's start with your movement along the demand curve. Movement along the demand now you see movement along the demand curve. So here we are going to see two movement. We are going to talk about extension of demand and contraction of demand. So in the movement along the demand curve, two movement is going to take place, that is your extensions extension and contractions. So see here, now along your movement along the demand curve, two type of your movement will be there. One is your extension and the second one will be your contraction. So here also we are going to see that when contraction will take place and in which case extension is going to take place. Okay, so let's discuss. Extension of your demand curve will take place, the movement will take place like we have already done the law of demand. In law of demand I have said you, when price increases your demand decreases, and when price decreases your demand increases, other factor remaining constant. Okay, now look here, extension, that means extension will take place when there will be fall in price, and due to fall in price there will be rise in demand. So when price will decrease, naturally what is going to take place here? Here it demand is going to increase. So when demand will increase, naturally there will be extension in your demand. Extension means people will like their demand for that particular commodity will increase, more people is going to buy that. Why? Due to fall in price. So here we are going to see in the extension that people are going to buy more when the price will decrease. So here there will be change in price. So remember the point that in extension there will be change in price, and due to change in price there will be change in demand. So here your price and demand, it will be inverse relations. Okay, so let's talk about contraction. Now just opposite, vice versa. Contraction will take place when the price will increase and demand will decrease. Today if price will be more of any commodity, naturally the demand is going to decrease, so people are going to purchase less. So in this case contraction is going to take place. Here also under your movement along the demand curve, extension and contraction is going to take place. So here there will be change in price, at the same time there will be change in quantity demanded also. So keep in mind, so under the movement along the demand curve there will be change in price, and the same the demand is also likely to get changed. So let's prepare the diagrams. Please look. Now first we are going to do extension along the demand. Now you see in extension you have to draw y-axis, x-axis, your y-axis, x-axis. Look at, you have to look very carefully. Now here I have already said you that price will be in your x-axis and quantity will be on your x-axis. Now here we need to assume the price and we have to assume the quantity. Okay, so here we are going to show the extensions. So here we can take two price and we can take two quantity. So for the price, the first price, here we don't have any schedule, so just I am assuming the price. So for the price I am taking P0 for the first price, and for the second price I am taking P1. These are the assumptions, you have to assume it. Okay, now same way two price, you have to assume two quantity also. So here P0 I have taken, here P1 I have taken, so here I will be taking quantity as a Q. So here Q1 and here Q0. P0, P1, Q1, Q0. Now you look, here we are going to show the extension. So for showing the extension, first we have to do with the increase in price. So you see here P1 is it is increased price, the price is more. So when price is more, naturally consumer is likely to, they are tend to buy less, that means demand will be less. Okay, now suddenly if the price falls from P1 to OPO, that is OPO0 you can say. Okay, so what will happen when from P1 if it will fall to P0, then naturally consumer is likely to buy more commodity, their demand will increase. So see here, when price is more, people are buying less. When price decreases, people are buying more. Okay, so this shows that when price decreases, demand increases. So you will just draw it, you will write here DD. Okay, so what does it shows? It shows extension in your demand. So you will just you have to draw one arrow. This arrow shows extension in your demand. So this shows extension of your demand. Once more look at the blackboard. See here, when price is high, demand is low. When price decreases, so naturally automatically demand is increasing. So what does it show? It shows extension. Extension means when there is fall in price, naturally there is increase in demand. So people, they will likely to buy more when the price decreases. So this movement is called extension and it comes under the movement along the demand curve. Okay, so you see extension means demand the commodities or any X commodity or Y commodity, whatever is consumed by a consumer, when price decreases, they are tend to buy more. Okay, so this phenomena is considered to be a extension along, that is it is the extension of your demand. Okay, please look, you have to draw and write in your copy also, and everyone make sure whatever the chapters are taught, you have to take it very seriously, because these all chapters, if school opens, okay, it cannot be repeated. So you all have to look the video and learn and write this all in your notebook, that is in your copy. Okay, so please copy it and draw all the diagram whatever it's taught. You have to watch it very properly. It has been observed that many are not viewing, they don't look, so it will be a great loss for them, because these all chapters it will not be possible to repeat once more, because the syllabus is very vast. Okay, so make sure you all are learning, you are writing and you are doing it very well. Okay, now the next is we are going to see contractions. Now let's talk about contraction. Now in contraction, I've said you here also similar type of phenomena will take place. So there will be contraction. Contraction means the demand of any commodity is likely to get decreased. So when it is going to decrease, natural phenomena, when the price of the commodity will increase. Please look at the diagram. Similar type of diagram. Same way you will draw. This side your x-axis is your price, y-axis is your quantity. So in expansion we have taken 2 price, 2 quantity. So in contraction also we are going to take 2 price and 2 quantity. So here I'm assuming 2 price and 2 quantity. Please look. Here also I'm taking P0, P1, Q1, Q0. So in your expansion we have started when the price is high. So here we have to start when the price is low. So you see, when the price is low, what the people will do? People will naturally buy more commodity from the market. So you see, when the price is less, people tend to buy more. Okay, with contraction, whenever you're doing, you make sure that you're starting from the lower price, and in expansion from the higher price. Now when the price is less, consumer is tend to buy more. Now suddenly if there is rise in price, so naturally rise in price means fall in demand. So naturally the demand for the commodity is likely to get decreased. So you see, when price was less, people tend to demand more. So when price increases, naturally the demand is going to decrease. So this phenomena is considered as your demand. So this is your demand. So here you have to show the movement, that is contraction, along your demand curve with this upward movement. So this upward movement is showing that there is a contraction. So this is your contraction along your demand curve. So under the movement, two demand is there, expansion and contraction. So here contraction, it is getting contract. Why? Due to rise in price. So you see, when price was less, people were buying more. So suddenly when price increases, naturally you see the demand is getting decreased. So you see the demand from your 0 Q0 to the demand is 0 Q1, it has decreased. That means when price is increasing, demand is decreasing. So this phenomena is considered to be the contractions. So you see here the movement along the demand curve, it has two type of movement. One is your expansion and another is your contraction. So expansion, I have said you, when price will decrease, people will buy more, that is your expansion. And here in contraction, when price increases, the demand decreases. So naturally people tend to buy less. So this phenomena is considered to be your contractions. Okay, so movement along the demand curve. So two type of movement, again I'm repeating, listen very properly. So there is expansion and contraction along the demand curve. So two, expansion and contraction. So in both the cases there is change in price, change in quantity. So in expansion the price decreases, demand increases, and in contractions price increases, demand decreases. Okay, so very simple rule. So you will keep in your mind, and you all have to prepare this all diagram in your notebook. Okay, that is in your copy, and learn this all. These all are very basic diagram for your class 12, because a long way to go. Okay, the next is your, we are going to see shift in demand curve. Now movement is over. Now please look shift. Now we are going to see shift in the demand Okay, so movement we have learned. Now we are going to talk about shift in the demand curve. See, shift in the demand curve is also a part of your demand chapter only. So in shift, what we are going to talk? In movement, just now we have seen contraction and expansion. Or in shift, we are going to talk about increase in demand and decrease in demand. See, there is a two type. One will be increase in demand, and the other one will be decrease in demand. Okay, so you see shift in the demand curve. So under the shift there will be two topics, that is, one we are going to talk about increase in demand and another is decrease in demand. Like in movement there was a change in price as well as there was change in demand. So here it will take place. In movement you have seen there was a, both the cases inverse relationship was there between demand and the price. But here in the shift you have to remember that there will be no change in the price. Number one point you have to keep in your mind, there will be no change in price. Okay, children, very properly, very important this is. So no change in price. So there will be no change in the price. Price will not change. Price will remain fixed. Okay, price will remain fixed under the shift in the demand curve. No change in price. Price will remain fixed. There will be no change in the price. So what changes will take place? There will be change in other factors. Okay, there will be change in your other factors. Now other factors you have already we have discussed in the beginning of these chapters only. Okay, that is substitutions of goods, substitution effect. We have learned income of the consumer, taste and preference. So these are the other factors which will lead to shift in the demand curve. So see, under the shift in the demand curve, we are going to discuss about two, that is your 2 point, that is increase in your demand and decrease in your demand. Okay, make sure. And under increase and decrease in the demand, the number one point you will keep in your mind that no change in price. Price is always fixed. Price will not change. Price will remain constant. It cannot be changed. Okay, it will not change. And what changes will take place? There will be change in the other factors. Other factors are income of the consumer, taste and preference. Okay, substitutes of the commodity available in the market. So these are the factors which will lead to shift in the demand curve. So whatever I have said, you have to keep in mind. By keeping these points in mind, we are going to present the diagram. Please look at the blackboard. So first we are going to do increase in demand. So first we are going to talk about increase in demand. Please look. So in increase in demand, here also y-axis, x-axis, 0, price, same how you have done the other diagram, quantity. Now I have already said you that under the shift, price will remain fixed. It will remain constant. There will be no change in the price. So here we are assuming as a single price. Please look. Okay, we are assuming as a single price. Now here we are going to do increase in demand. Okay, look, now increase in demand. For example, okay, see, suppose the price is 0p0 of any commodity. Okay, suppose when the price is p0, suppose a consumer is buying a commodity. Take example, consumer is buying a commodity of q0. Listen very properly. When the price is p0, suppose the consumer is buying the commodity of q0. Now same price, how the demand is going to increase? For example, here other factor, first I am taking increase in income. Suddenly that particular consumer, his income increased. Now he is earning more. So what he can do? Same product, he can demand more. Now he can buy Q1 instead of Q0. Okay, so you see here, when the price is same, a consumer has demanded Q0. Now suddenly how he is buying more? Here we are taking the example here, the factor, first factor, that's the income of the consumer. So income of the consumer has increased. So when income of the consumer has increased, so in the same price, consumer can buy more goods. Okay, so what you are going to do, as it is a demand curve, downward sloping, you have to draw here one curve, straight line, and here another curve. As it is a demand, so you have to write here D. So this is the second one, so D1, and you have to put this arrow. So this arrow shows that the arrow is moving from the left to the right side. So this shows increase in demand. Okay children, look here. Now, so again I am telling you, so in shift, price will remain constant. Okay, there will be no change in price. So only change in quantity. That change in quantity is due to other factor that I said, you increase in income, consumer taste and preference. Okay, now you see, so here when a consumer is buying, when the price is P0, a consumer is demanding Q0. Suddenly his income increases. Before, whatever his income was there, now his income is more. So what he will do? At the same price, he can demand more. So what is happening? The curve from the left, it is shifting to the right. So this arrow will show you, this arrow will indicate that there is increase in your demand. Why increase in demand? Due to other factors, that is income of the consumer has increased. Okay, so this was about increase. So you all have to, how I have written this, all you have to draw in your copy, in your notebook, because these all are compulsory question from here. Any one, that is one from the movement and one from the shift, is compulsory question. It comes every year, it will come. So make sure you all are preparing it. Okay, I hope many are doing, but I have seen in the view many are not watching it properly. That will be the great loss for those, because these all, again I am saying, it will not be possible to repeat for anyone. Okay, so look now. So next we are going to do increase in demand over now decrease in demand. Now decrease in demand. Okay, everyone, look very properly. We are going to do decrease in demand. So how we have done increase in demand, same way decrease in demand. In decrease in demand also, price will remain constant and only there will be change in your other factor. So other factor we are considering one, that is your income in, like income of a consumer increases. So income of the consumer we are considering. Please look. Same way, x-axis, y-axis, 0, price, quantity. So here also we are going to consider as a one price only. And make sure when you are making the price diagram, don't make this curve bit longer than your x-axis, then it will be wrong. So here also we are going to talk about two quantity only. So here we are going to show decrease in demand. How demand will decrease? For example, when the price was P0, suppose a consumer were buying Q0 quantity. Please listen and look at the blackboard very properly. Look, now when P0 was the price, the quantity demanded was Q0. Suddenly what happened? A consumer income has fallen. Now that particular consumer, his income level has decreased. So when his income level is decreased, what he is going to do? He may consume the same commodity at the same price, but he may decrease the consumption. That means he may demand less quantity. So automatically when consumer had a good income, he was buying Q0 quantity. Now suddenly his income has fallen. So just from the right it will shift to the left. So he will tend to buy less. Okay, make sure here Q0, Q1, these all are the assumption number. Don't think are here less Q1 is there. No, these all are assumption number only. In economic, you have to assume everything very properly. Now you see, when price was P0, a consumer were buying Q0 quantity. That means a consumers were buying more. Okay, our consumers were buying more. Now suddenly there is a fall in income. The consumer, now their level of income has decreased. So when the level of income has decreased, now they are buying the same commodity, but they are buying less quantity. So automatically the quantity demanded is getting decreased. So here, this is your first curve. So you will write D. In the second curve, you will write D1. So you see, as this was your first curve and this is second, so the arrow will come, the arrow will move from the right to the left side. So this is shows decrease in demand. Okay, so you see, this is also very easy phenomenon. So under the decrease in demand, so here what is taking place? Price is constant. So here price is constant, only change in other factors. So income of the consumer is also other factor. So a consumer will buy more because his income was more. So suddenly a fall in income, a consumer, the quantity demand is going to decrease. So from Q0, a quantity demand has come to Q1. So the movement from the right to the left, it is showing decrease in demand. So this all you have to make in your notebook, that is in your copy. Okay, and make sure you are making it correctly. In last class also, individual demand schedule, curve, market demand schedule, curve, I prepared that. All you have to keep in your mind. Okay, so please make it properly and learn it. In the next class, we are going to discuss about supply. So demand is over. Now we are going to talk about, in the next class, your supply. Okay, so lots of topic will be there which are interrelated with one another's. Okay, so it is, these chapters are extremely the basic chapters. So if these basic chapters you all will learn and keep in your mind, then only you are going to understand the complete syllabus of your class 12. Okay, make sure you are preparing it every day, otherwise it will be a very big problem to catch up, because later on when the teaching will be there, I will teach you, those who will not be going thoroughly, they will not understand anything. So regular learning is required. Okay, so today whatever I have taught you all will go through, make sure you are preparing it. If suppose someone think, no, we will not do anything, let it be going on, so it will be your own risks. Later on, no one is going to continue this all chapter because it's not possible. Okay, so that much for today. Hope you everyone will do it. Thank you.